fixated on the Marmonts. What did they do?
Rupert Lane create this monster? That's why it hates the Marmonts? Could be. Let's see. She scratched that out. No new updates so far. Okay. Go to level 2.
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel 2.
Okay, now I'm finally on sublevel 2. Holding the observation. Alright.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Take it in there. Oh, dead body right here. Taken right there too. Also, who's the person in the white lab coat?
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Level 3. Humming.
Finally, someone who isn't a painting.
And look who it is. It's the Booker. So this is where he is. This is where he disappeared. Look, he's sitting down writing something.
Yeah.
Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
Well going.
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Banging and screaming, he said.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all. abducted me in the woods. I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
Seriously.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
He doesn't believe that she's a government agent. And this place is an experiment place for all this craziness. He thinks he's part of a writing think tank experiment.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Yeah, right. Let's see what it says here. Oh, let's see if you can see something. I'll check it right now. It says, safety first. Research subjects must be escorted by Bureau personnel whenever out of their cell. Research subject inside. Keep door closed at all times. Occupants and potentially dangerous do not engage unless authorized. This guy's having the time of his life in his cell, which, you know, I bet you he doesn't even think of it as a cell. He's having the time of his life in there, while there's like friggin' taken all around the area that murdering people and everything, and he's just sitting in his little cell, thinking he's writing a good old story. That's pretty crazy and wild. So now we know where he went. And he's doing exactly what the typewriters are doing, but they're using a human to try to replicate Alan's writings. They're branching out, testing all avenues to figure out how to duplicate Alan's writing. So that's where we are right now with that.
Monsters represent capitalism, which means the flashlight is the power of the artist. Sheer creativity tearing through the shadowy cloak of corporate cookie-cutter bullshit. Killer metaphor. This is good stuff. The style's a little clipped, but I can work with that. Short, to the point, visual metaphors, dark imagery. The government is spreading darkness, trying to control the uncontrollable. It speaks to climate change, oppression, the disenfranchisement of immigrant minority populations. Lots of heavy themes in a dark sci-fi wrapper. Love it.
So there he is critiquing Alan's work, his pages, through a writer's perspective. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's see what we got here on this computer. Initial review, Booker's writing. The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. Uh-oh, so he's already having failed results, or unsatisfied results by the Marmonts. It's not remotely similar in content to Wake's pages. We provided as reference. Why is it so focused on marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin? And what is happening at the end? What the hell is the sky? So he's quite the Marmots are questioning Ed's writing to fix all of Wake's plot holes and points. Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he is to write about? The lake house, the shadow? We need him to match Wake's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor, because he thinks this is all a giant play. I want him to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes. Are they gonna do? Torture the guy? Beat him up or something? Page ID. Assessment. Continue the story from page ID Alan Wake 002. They're talking about one of the pages of the manuscript. Match the tone, style, and content of the manuscript as closely as possible. The crack was an emotional one. A line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. They're trying to. This is an example of them trying to match that very paragraph that he wrote. These thoughts are more flooded Jules' mind as he started out through the lakeside cottage windows. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain-heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite deck chair, staring out across the lake, rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her acorn hair, as if sensing his gaze. She turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered, then annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed a bottle of red wine and poured himself a generous serving. And he kept pouring, his mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? They had been at the lab running an experiment. Then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would give them space to reconnect, to mend the crack. But he couldn't remember even leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of his cup, though he didn't even notice. He put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake, like lightning hitting glass. That sort of thing you could only notice if you were looking for it. He felt like he had seen something like this before, but where? Jules! Diana cried, snapped. Jules backed into the present. She was staring up at the sky in panic. A deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door to his wife. So, is this the writing of Alan? Is this the moment where Jules and Diana became a taken? Were they attacked on their deck in the lake house? Was he? So they're talking about Jules, how he thought about fixing their marriage, and he thought the breakthrough they had and all this working together and getting put in the lake house was going to fix their marriage, but instead it made the cracks grow even bigger between their fighting of power. And then they talks about how he got distracted by the lake and he didn't even notice a freaking taken jumped on the deck, and now they're both in panic. This might be the moment they became taken. So imagine reading this page as them what the hell? So the Marmots are probably grabbing this page and reading it, saying, is this gonna happen to us? Are we gonna turn into monsters? Is this what Jules read on the page that scared him away from Alan's work? Is this what made Jules want to focus more on painting? Because when he saw this page and he saw how they were gonna become taken, it scared the hell out of him, so he decided, I'm not gonna read these pages anymore, screw it. But instead Diana got more invested in these pages. She wanted to know what was going to happen next. And she couldn't believe what she was reading. Kinda makes sense. So there's a computer here with a password. Alright. I can't read that word. Order. An acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for the ongoing study related to the Project Arbutus at the Lake House facility. Prioritized outcomes are as ordered below. Both subjects brought to the Lake House for study. Tabby Booker, her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. Edward Booker, less successful than Tabitha, but theater is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. Ooh, that's pretty, that's a controversial take, but okay. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Signed, Diana, Head of Research. So basically, she's writing out the blueprint of rules for when the bookers arrive and how to observe them as they're working on their manuscript copies, whatever you want to call it, their work. And she's saying that she has a more likely chance betting that Tabitha or Tamitha, whatever, is gonna be more successful. But then again, she's questioning whether art will be more successful from the pages that Alan wrote. She sees that art's the key. All right. There's this board. Subjects writing must feature darkness, water, Marmots, Jule and Diana, the lake house, and conflict. Did anyone explain any of this to him? So this is like the teams under Diana and Jules getting frustrated with Ed because he's not sticking to his main goals on the writing. He's just writing whatever the hell he feels based on what Alan's work is, instead of sticking to the script and the subject matter. Alright, let's keep going. What's this say? Art? Art, not art. Writing, painting, music, poetry, rhymes, sculpture. So for a fact, art is writing, painting, music, rhymes, and sculpture. They scratched out poetry. Apparently it's not art. Questionable art. Dancing, theater puppets, martial arts. What about Night Springs? Because Night Springs can be considered art, the works of art. And TV is definitely art, apparently. And movies is interchangeable. It could be art, and it can't be art. So what's not art? Baking. What about cooking? Knitting, speaking, rock stacking, sewing, graffiti, and then the question mark, graffiti, really? Rock stacking, bullshit chants like this, deals. Those are not art. Imagine all the people who are into baking, knitting, speaking, rock stacking, sewing, graffiti. They're probably pissed hearing that the NPC considers that not art. That's crazy. Page here. 9-10-23 work order. Wall removed and transport. Location sublevel 2 lane cell. So Lynn was also kept here, Rudolf Lane. Ordered by Marmont Jules. Work required. A section of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed for transport to subject level 5 for analysis. Urgency high. So basically, his cell wall needed to be extracted and taken to level 5. It was on high urgency. Tools required. It is not my job to know which tools you use to cut concrete walls. It's yours. So Jules doesn't care how they rip that wall off just to get it done. Additional details. The wall must be removed very carefully. The painting on the interior side of the wall must not be damaged. So apparently Rudolf Blaine painted on the inside of his cell wall, and they took it to level 5 for emergency review. And as you can see, this is a cell wall. The wall's ripped out. Let's look around more real quick. The chains they use, the dolly cart they use to take the wall out.
I wonder what happened here.
Exactly. There's blood everywhere. There's footprints. Someone's walking in circles here. So we just found, is that a manuscript page? Look at the black rock door. The shutters, the windows. Imagine being kept in a cell like this. You go Looney Tunes. Well, I guess Ed Booker doesn't mind it. He's just happy having the time of his life writing on the other side. There's blood here on the wall. There's blood on the bed. Yeah, let's read this one first.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
So basically this manuscript page that must have manifested here talks about how Jules was pushing Lane to the limit and drugging him, and he didn't understand all the paintings that Lane was painting. If you remember back in Alan Wake 1, Lane wasn't making abstract paintings. He was making very surrealist gothic paintings. He was showing images of Alan in the woods. He was showing wolves. He was showing Taken. He was actually painting things that you could understand and see. But it seems like all these paintings that we find here in the lake house are all just abstract blobs of paint, which a lot of people don't think. There's a big argument in the art community where some people don't think abstract art is art or considered high worthy art. Some people devalue abstract art. They just call it mess. Other people praise abstract art and think it's like the most sophisticated art there is. It just depends on your preference and because art's subjective, obviously. And so here it says that Jules did understand Rudolph's paintings, Lane's paintings, whatever. He was confused by the abstractness of it, so he decided to take him off the drugs, force him to write more, and give him more of a mental strain. Just choke his mental capacity as much as he could to make him paint faster, because he refused to lose to his wife when it came to results. Okay. And then obviously something happened because they ripped out this freaking wall. And we don't even see Lane here. Lane's somewhere missing as well. Let's read this. Project Rhamnus. Subject condition report. Redacted. Background information. Rudolf Lane. Subject P. He was shown at a decline over the past several months. Initially, this presented an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given the time and pressure, subject was always relent. So basically, they were running on borrowed time because Lane was already old in the first game. That was like 13 years ago. So he was really old in this game, and he was being more stubborn and didn't want to paint as much anymore. So they were having to really pull as much out of him as they could. Subject attitude toward art has also undergone a change recently. Hey, because remember in the first game he loved painting, he was all happy about it, he couldn't get enough of what he was doing. But now it seems that he was angered and not happy to be painting. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it's completed. Oh, so he was destroying all his art even before he finished it. In the past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true life subjects or landscapes, but rather conceptual art that is much harder to define or categorize. This makes sense with my theory. Whether this sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion, or a consequence of growing anger, or a source of genuine artistic interest is unknown. Yeah, they don't know what's causing all this abstract art to keep going in his mind. All they know is it's getting harder to identify it. Current situation. As of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. The subject refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings, they estimate that there is little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint if work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with the force of coercion may only entrench him further in his position. So they're afraid if they keep pushing him more and more, it's just going to cause him to be more angry and more abstract with his art, which is what they don't want. Action to be taken. Dr. Jules Marmont and project lead has suggested that a high dose of some sort of drug be introduced to the subject's food to cure his anger or resentment or something. If the subject's attitude does not improve, then lower doses of this drug will be introduced in order to improve his compliance. I wonder if they gave him Valk. That'd be hilarious. They gave him the drug from Max Payne 1. Okay, so now what? I read all that. Let's put the tape recorder. So here they were talking about drugging him to get him to paint more. And then in that manuscript page we just read from Alan Wake down there on the floor, it says they were tired of drugging him. They were going to go cold turkey on him and force him to paint by any means necessary. More aggressive look. So let's hear what the tape recorder says.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolf, no. You love to paint.
And you are such a talent.
This is just a classic artist slump.
No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Rudolf, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
This is wonderful to hear, Rudolf. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Well, that's interesting. They're using Lane's fear of doctors and his bad experience that he had with Emil Hartman being tortured and mentally tortured and held prisoner at the lounge there. They're using that against him, saying, hey, maybe we could talk to one of our FPC doctors here, psychiatrists, whatever. They'll love to work with you and see what's the problem. And so Lane's so scared of doctors now. He's like, no, I'll keep painting. That's pretty sad how they just kept manipulating and twisting him. Well, something must happen because this sounds like a murder scene right here. And that wall right there is evident of it. Let's see what the paper says now, the map. Do we learn anything new from this? These are the cells. Locked door. Level 3. Cell wall removed. Right. Okay. Then it says... Ed Booker abducted to write living painting altered entered transformed person. Connected to hostile pen down to Rudolf Lane. So far we haven't got nothing really new here. Living painting altered entity transformed person. Connected to the hostile parental entities. Connected to Rudolf Lane. Using art as experiments. Guess we're gonna keep going. All these doors are locked. We just try to open them, that way I can have them on the map.
This keycard won't get me in.
And then, let's see. I have to go into that hallway right there where all the taken are. Let's go in there. I gotta get the power on here, that's for sure. Did we read this before? Level-wide lockdown procedures. When apricot grade security threat is detected on sublevel, the entire floor will be locked down. During that lockdown, all staff must shelter in the place where the threat is removed and contained, otherwise disposed of. During lockdown, doors will automatically close, preventing the spread of dangerous material or entities. Once locked, the staff will be given verbal instructions regarding the future safety requirements. Please refrain to tampering lockdown doors and properly open the policy. Okay. Well, I gotta go through here somehow.
We're shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
She calls them shaded. They call them the FPC calls it the shadow. Taco calls him the freaking Taken, so is Alan Wake. Look at this. Someone does not like Jules. Oh! That was pretty scary. Plastic deer. Vandalizing text, 0 effort today. 100% 0. Someone hates Jules. Probably his wife did that. All this is locked. Yeah, save it. Alright, we'll be right back after this break. Another shelter. Control center. Here we go. There's blood right here. I don't like that. There's blood in here too. Oh shit. Ooh, someone died right here. Not good. Oh, my level 2 security clearance. Sorry, lady, but I gotta take it.
A higher access card. Sorry, but I need this.
Exactly. I need it. Let's see what the computer says. Oh wait, let's read this first.
How many paintings did they have this guy make?
He said 1,000. Was he joking? Catalogue of Rudolf Lane from painting sessions on destination black circular shape among yellow lines. Description: an uneven circle painted in the dark black in the foreground with jagged yellow/brown mustard lines behind it. Lines sometimes overlap with each other and or lead into black circle. So now they're trying to make sense of his abstract art by describing it, literally. Designation: lone tree at night. A dark green tree, pine, standing in a dark landscape, presumably night. Empty road in the forest. A dark gray streak across a dark green landscape, presumably a forest at night. The gray streak is likely to be a road due to its location, color, and the way it produces a line with the perspective. Okay, so they're trying to make sense of a road and a forest. A small white shape in the road could be a page of a writing by Alan Wake. Relevant teams have been informed and are searching for this site now to attempt a page retrieval. So they were literally trying to find locations where his paintings were telling them to go. They thought that they could find a manuscript page on some random road in Cauldron Lake. Destination: a yellow crescent shape on a black canvas. A curved yellow shape in a roughly crescent shape painted onto a otherwise empty canvas, possibly a crescent moon or banana or an unfinished piece. Or it could be an eclipse. Now, eclipses are very symbolized in the Remedy lore. We saw in Control, Dylan Faden's dreams, he had our visions, he was seeing an eclipse, moon, or sun. That was his final warning. Okay, designation: red, yellow, green circle. 3 uneven circles, 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 green, roughly arranged in a vertical line. Background is black/gray with dark red streaks along the border of the canvas, possibly a traffic light. It could be a graffiti can, those acrylic cans. The logo? I don't know. A cityscape with a blue-gray sky, gray vertical shapes, likely the skyline of a city. In the bottom third of this canvas is a vivid blue-gray sky. Geometric shapes painted in thin white lines can barely be made out among the colors of the sky. Now, see, this is making me think of the next Remedy game that's coming out that wasn't introduced yet really until this game came out. After this game came out, it's making me think of New York City and Control 2. It could be, I don't know, maybe. Black Void. A deep black void covering the entire canvas, with a few small specks of dark or light gray able to be seen on close inspection. A large variety of black spirals. A large number of rough spirals painted in black, ranging in size from that of a quarter to that of a basketball. Though the canvas appears quite covered, it is blank aside from the spirals. What did that mean? Brown shape with horns. A brown shape, vaguely triangular, with what are presumably horns extending from the shape, likely an animal head, possibly a deer or elk, in the black background. Oh, that could mean something too. Deers symbolize a lot of things in this game. Could that be Saga? Is she the deer? Alright. Is she a seer? A deer seer? Alright, I'll stop with the jokes. What's the computer say? Another password. Damn. Gotta figure this password out now. Alright, let's get inside this door. Now that we got our clearance too. Oh shit!
Purple whispers!
I need to use the melee more. Damn, I shot this guy right in the face too. Look what this says. (9/14/23). I made the reservation for our anniversary, which I certainly never forget was a week from this Friday. A week from this Friday. Let's take a separate cars from the office. Can't have the boss seeing us leaving together. Now that those hypocrites have bad inter-office relationships. Have a great day. Oh, so somebody here in the office is having an affair. And they want to meet on the Friday of next week. 9/14/23. Oh, there's more letters. Okay. Let's start with this one. Trisha update. I just found out what happened to Trisha. Jules effing fired her. From Peter Greenberg to Jay Watson. From Watson to Greenberg. I knew it! She was way too vocal in last week's all-hands meeting. Okay, these guys are just going back and forth. She had valid concerns. That man is a tyrant. Speaking up about his safety is no reason to fire someone. Oh, so she was concerned about the safety of the employees, and then he fired her just for that. Can you believe this new password policy? What security concerns are they even talking about? We're a fenced-off government bunker in the middle of nowhere. I think we're getting paranoid. Anyway, I set the security terminal's new password like the memo suggested. Our anniversary is the base numbers, then black void. Then black void. Our anniversary is the base numbers, then black void. Yeah, the Marmites are losing it. Big surprise. I bet Diana set Jules' background to a big old turd or something. Oh, it's about his computer, her computer background, her wallpaper. Once again, making their shitty marriage everyone else's problem. The password you set didn't work. Black Void is 44, right? From the list of Lane's paintings, I need to get in, or this is gonna be a total waste of a Wednesday. So Black Void is 44. And it said here, our anniversary is the base numbers, then Black 44. Okay. So what's the anniversary? 44 is right, yeah. So I guess you're telling me you don't know when our anniversary is? Well, good luck with that. Today's password is the date of our special, unforgettable anniversary. Plus brown shape with horns. Love you. Brown shape with horns was that one painting they described. Let's go look at the date on that. I maintain that seeing a movie together does not begin a relationship. Brown shape with horns. That was where was that at? The day after, a week after Friday. Brown shape with horns. $2.25. 225 or just 25? 225.44. 225.44. No. $25. $225. Oh. 0.25.4. Okay, so it's 225. September 23. 225. Wait, what's this say? From Security and Technical Support Division, all departments update the computer password reset policy. Effective September 13, all computer passwords must reset daily to address security concerns. We are aware that this may be a convenient change and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Try to use significant personal dates and coordinates. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers, etc. Please also remember that the time being, passwords are not exceeded to 6 digits. Thank you for your compliance. September 2/25. Wait, what's the email say? Today's password is the date of our special 9/14. September 14. And he said a week. A week from that. $22. $22. $22, $25,
Nope.
$44, $22, $25.
Come on.
Wait a minute, man. September. 42.
That's not
44.
right.
September 2. And 25.
There.
Oh, I got it! Alright, activating lockdown. Oh shit, all the doors are open.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Oh my gosh,
SMS, come in. Facility. Sublevel 1. You copy?
No! Turn back! Area is extremely hostile! Fucking radios.
Oh, they're not gonna listen.
I'll need help.
They're gonna go to floor. The team's gonna die. Gonna save them. I got everything here. I think I got everything here. Yeah. So all this is done here. Alright, well, I think I just killed my team. Oh boy, here we go. Let's find out what happens next. Is there anything else significant here? Cell wall removed. Clearance 1, clearance 2. Forced to paint. Let's go. Let's find out what happens next. Let's save it first. It's about to get dicey. We'll save it right about here. Oh shit. Oh no, I dropped that. Ow.
They waited! Grabs them from the back!
Okay. Jeez, that was insane. One, two, three, 4, 5. About 6 of them. I think we're safe now. I like those gray cabinets. Pretty nice. Pretty nice touch. I like how none of them dropped ammo. Whatever. What room is this? Project Arbutus. Files and stuff. Yes, more batteries. Okay, I gotta charge. The melee doesn't do shit, does it? Oh well. Hey, what does this say? Are these manuscript pages? ATD, let's read this. ATD Progress Review. Okay, this is for the typewriters experiment. Too much overlap between tone and style. Merge. Dark, trees, pond, shade, dim, crow, dark, woods, shade, drab, flashlight, scream, breathing, lake, blood, grade, comprehensibility F, yeah, because it made no sense, it's incoherent, style F, tone D, content D. Oh, they're rating them. Each paper. Word choice good, but incomprehensible. Got it. Okay, then a few days later. Dark screamed, the darkness, a dark reminder of the dark inner darkness, a well of the darkness, a vortex, like black paint. Darker and darker, so dark the darkness could hardly see. It's like reading a freaking chat GPT grok freaking letter that AI wrote. A dark figure emerged from the darkness, facing the darkness with dark intent. A dark knife glinted in the dark darkly. Dark like the dark eye of dark raven. Dark feathers rustling in the dark night sky. No moon. The moon had been eaten by the dark. The dark drank it, and the sun. A dark moon rose over the dark sun that had set the darkest darkness. Yeah, the eclipse. The darkness darkening the dark until the dimly darkened even the darkest dark. Comprehensibility D, style C, tone A, content A. It was very dark. Structural improvement. Repetition issue was solved with the significant rounds of refinement. Okay, let's keep going. The next couple months later, I guess. Yes. Oh, it's just a few months. The 7th to 22, the 11th 22. Then almost half a year later. Page 10. The rod snail beamed a wooden grain bent from the owl. Egg male. 4 forms in the glass eye and the melt. A cracked page booked through the dark in the bark. I grew and a longer with lower dark sea. No one found. Egg male heaven. Poor during out. He chin. When all scream in blue and the axe vermin. A day is a vermilion. A day is a round, flat across evening. The water murmurs in light trees. Round the cat. The night glares in the street. The coffee deers run. Fear drinks locks by windy cottages and black fires in the same mirrors. A mist heavens in a panicked mountain. Comprehensibility F. Tone. Everything is a failure here. Style tone prioritized over comprehensibility. Negative progress. Okay, then a few months later. The dark woods rattled darkly. Flashlight peered into the deep darkness and the dark shivered. Flashlight scowled. A woodsman came in with an axe. The woodsman's teeth screamed. Flashlight screamed too and was cut in half. Blood mixed with darkness. A dark blend. A dark blend. Ooh. Could that mean coffee? Pistol locked at flashlight in shock. There was nowhere to run. He realized, but he ran anyway. He ran into the deep dark of the woods. The woodsman rattled behind them, bouncing through the trees. Pistol knew it had nowhere to run. Pistol drew his pistol and turned to face his death. The woodsman emerged and Pistol opened fire. Pistol's pistol flashed in the dark night. Once, twice, thrice. The woodsman fell with a clatter. Pistol breathed in and out, and in and out. Pistol looked at each tree. In and out, he was safe. Pistol grabs the woodman's axe and plunged it into this pistol to charge it. He went to check on the flashlight. Pistol checked each half of the flashlight. She was dead, and he knew it. Pistol screamed at the trees. The trees screamed back. Comprehensibility B, style C, tone B, coherent or content C. Making progress again. Individual elements are strong, but ATS is lacking awareness and intention is a blocker. Okay? Need more wake references material critical. How to correct. Input non-wake reference material. Source human subject. Use staff as writers. Risk of data screw. So it's like they're trying to manipulate Alan's writing to the fullest. And they're making progress. And they're pushing and pulling back and forth. They're like going 2 steps forward and 1 step back every time. Just like Alan. Alright. Pretty cool. Lore. Let's keep looking around. Before I open that, I'm gonna go over here, but Project Rhamnus. Okay, this is the painting room. Let's see what progress they have.
Had a thought today. A possible avenue for further research. When we think of art successfully affecting reality, we always think of Alan Wake and his writing. This could be due to recency bias or simply the amount of recorded evidence skewing our opinion. But also, I wonder if writing's very nature is an advantage. Text can describe events in such explicit detail. The story gives the shadow a, blueprint, a map of what to make real. But not all art is like this. Music, sculpture, dance, cuisine, in our case, a painting. When the source material is open to interpretation, how will the shadow choose to interpret it? I think Diana will find the question very interesting. Most likely, she already has an answer. That's why I love her.
And there's, see right here, this is a sweet side, because Jules still loves his wife, even though she finds him repulsive at times. And, here he thinks that writing could help more than the painting, because like you said, the shadow interprets more what the writing's saying than if the shadow would interpret art itself. Like, how does the shadow know how to react to art when it's created? To tell the shadow what to do, or the taken what to do. Well, it's an interesting point that he came up with. Very true. But and because he's trying to do everything he can to avoid Alan's writing, he's scared of what he read on the manuscript page. He doesn't want to become what the manuscript page said he would become, a monster. Whereas Diana's going straight into the manuscript, she's using it as gospel to the T. And she's afraid that the paintings project is going to lead to the answer faster, because that's what the page said it would. And the answer is opening the threshold, which already happened. Now Estevez is here to close that threshold. Alright. Seems like I got everything in this room too. The rest are just files and computers. I don't think I'm missing much else here. hear it taken. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, fire brick guy! Ah! I got hurt here a lot. Okay. Let's keep going. I forgot that the computer password's right here. I forgot all about it. I read this already, right? Yeah, I read this already. The password was on the freaking note sticky note. I forgot to do this last time. I was just thinking about it. Let's read this now. Start right here. A month ago, H. Kingston, a gentle reminder that nut allergies are serious and health issues are making light of them is not appropriate in the work behavior for anyone of any sort seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is a health risk and should be avoided for everyone's safety. Thank you, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. Well, dang, don't bring nuts, even though it's Pie Day right here. To Jules Marmont. To celebrate the arrival of fall, I have brought a variety of seasonal pies from the local diner you all seem to love so much. They call it Oh Dear Diner. The members of Project Rhamnus can come enjoy them in the lobby near my office. All the other staff should visit the other Dr. Marmont's office to see if she brought pie. Oh, that's fucked up. He's like segregating them. Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I have purchased the delicious pecan-filled pies. Happy fall! Oh gosh, so he just doesn't give a fuck about anybody's well-being with those pecan pies. Jules Marmont. Attention all staff. There is a significant amount of black rock missing from subject level 5. I suspect there's a misunderstanding and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to this message and we will fix the problem. Black rock is a precious material. We only have so much of it now, with the oldest house being, gone dark. There's that person who was stealing it and was grinding it down to make a weapon. They're referring to that person, whoever it is. We know who it is, but the email, our notes, but yeah. J. Watson to Craig. Jules just sent out a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project names and science factoids? Simpler times. Oh man, this is getting out of hand here. Oh, Craig to J. Watson. He really did that? Diana is gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night and he told me Jules is withholding Wake's pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy shit. Yeah, because remember one of Diana's team members was asking one of Jules' team members, can they borrow the pages back? And he had to ask permission from Jules. And I guess Jules told the guy, don't even respond to her. Just stand there missing. That's wild. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You'd really leave me alone here? So all these FBC agents are trying to get the hell out of this goddamn lake house because they can't stand the drama. We can have weekly gossip calls, promise. Let's go to security reminder. Please remember to lock your computers before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily does not improve facility security if you leave your computer open. Thank you. Well, we also gave the password to me on the sticky note. I just can't believe I forgot to look at the sticky note right in front of my face. Alright, so we read all this. We read that. This guy's still in here having the time of his life. Even though there's shots going off right now, he doesn't seem to care. Okay, let's keep going. This bathroom? Good old FPC bathroom, huh? See if I can look inside of it. See what they got in here. Pretty much nothing. Alright. Well, I guess they gotta have bathrooms, right? They can't just not have a bathroom in the facility. I kept trying to melee these Taken and it wasn't doing shit. I guess it just looks cool. Check this area right now, hang on. Does this open? Yes it does. We'll definitely take all of this. Smiley face, don't draw art! It's a curse. Oh, that's level 3. What level is this one? Room right here. Oh, it's open now. I locked it with the door. Tab, nothing in there. Readings report. Threshold activity. Readings collected over 48 hours show a rising increase in activity stemming from the Cauldron Lake threshold, likely indicating an intimate ultra-world event scenario. The highest record reading exceeded the safety limit, necessitating a general alert and requesting assistance from the assigned ultra-world event response team. However, no alert or contact with external teams has been made. Per the recent amends to this procedure, it is specified the monitoring team will take no action until sign-off from either Dr. Marmot or Dr. Marmot has been received. So they're not even gonna go check the fucking alert signal until one of the Marmites approves of it. Considering the rate of escalation that recent dates indicates, the monitoring team strongly recommends that the Ultra World Events response team be contacted immediately. Well, unfortunately, the oldest house isn't working out. It's closed. It's gone dark. Signed Harris Curse, lead to threshold analysis. Well, sorry, Kirk, but the whole oldest house has gone dark. Alright, now, let's go that way. It's the only place I could go so far. There's an elevator there. Painting, review, and storage. Oh! Shit! freaking jerk. Don't touch. What are we not touching? Nothing here. Yeah, there's this document, that's about it. The only thing in this whole room. Map updated. Background report for Rudolf Lane. In 2010, Lane was inadvertently involved in the Ultraworld Event 35 while residing at the Cauldron Lake Lounge, where he lived under the care of Dr. Emil Hartman. For more information, see his crimes and arrest of Dr. Emil Hartman. Lane was seriously injured during the Ultraworld event. Because remember, the giant darkness tornado came for the Cauldron Lake and broke up some of the building, and all the residents, like the Addison brothers and Lane and the video game guy and the nurse and all of them, they were all in there. Lane was seriously injured during the Ultraworld event. He received medical care in Seattle for 2 months, during which time he was questioned and cleared by the FBC staff. After the Cauldron Lake Lounge was seized and closed by the FBC, Lane moved to Watery, Washington, where he currently resides. Recent surveillance confirms he has no known personal relationships or affiliation with paranatural groups. As requested, the observation team has confirmed that Lane continues to paint as of the date of this report. Now, it's interesting because I remember I told you guys earlier at the beginning of the game, one of the victims, I think it was a guy or something? One of the victims that was killed during that went missing during Alan Wake's missing case thing, their name was Lane as well. So it's like, I think it was his relative that went missing. The guy that became taken. It was one of the bodies that the Bright Falls people found, washed up on the shore. One of the bodies that I guess the Cult of the Tree had put the clicker and the heart in. That was one of his relatives, I believe. Yeah, I have to look at it again when I go back to Saga. I'll look at the case. But yeah, I think, and their name was Lane as well. So there is a relationship there. They were like probably relatives. What the hell is this? There's the pie. Look at all the pie, man. Delicious pecans. Try to tell me there's... Oh, there's something here. Team notice. As you may know, a valued member of our team was recently reassigned off the Project Arbutus. Carla Livingston designs and engineer expertise were a key part of the creation of the typewriters, automatic typewriters. Their contributions to the project cannot be overstated. The project team should rest assured that their reassignment was an error that should be corrected soon. Our project director, Dana Marmot, would like to remind all team members that any directives or assignments from Dr. Jules Marmot have no bearing on Arbutus staff and should be ignored. Thank you for your attention. Oh, okay, so there you go. Jules was trying to sabotage Diana's team by taking off the lead engineer who designed those typewriter machines and who probably could fix them and, you know, calibrate them. he told her that she was reassigned, and then Diana's over here saying overriding his decision, saying that she's gonna be brought back soon, and from now on, nobody take orders from her team, from Jules. Like, no one's allowed to leave unless she says otherwise off the team. So there you go, Jules. He loves her, but then again, he's fucking with her as well. Like, the mind games between these two are just keep going on and on and on and on. There he is trying to sabotage her work. It's crazy. It's wild. Okay, well, there's that. Let's keep going. So we got an update on the map. Let's see what it said. Clearance level 2. Cells removed. Interview room. I'm right here. I still can't get in there because it's locked for level 3. What's this say? Marmots, where are they? Experiments in progress, probably downstairs. Sublevel 5. What are they researching? Using artists as experiments. Using artists. Project Rhamnus, led by Marmot. Jules Marmot involves paintings. Rudolf Lane, subject, a painter. Palatarian, forced to paint. Living painting is an altered entity. Or a transformed person. Connected to hostile painted entities. Or Rudolf Lane. Project Arbutus, led by Marmot. Wake manuscript pages. Alan Wake involved. Emulating Wake's writing. Fabricating Wake's pages. Ed Booker's inducted to write. Where's the update on the page? I don't see it. I don't know. All I know is level 4 is the Marmite office. Okay. Where's level 5 at? It's not even on the freaking map. Alright, let's keep going because I can go get the gun too if I go back to level 1. I can also get clearance card number 3. Awesome. So this is Jules' office on ground level, and Diana's office is in level 4. Alright. Got it. We've been to Jules' office, but we haven't been to Diana's yet.
My team was on Sublevel 1. I knew they were in danger.
So we're going back to level 1? Let's go back to 1, I guess. Can't go to ground.
No access back to the lobby. Great.
Access
Only one way to
denied. Access denied.
Got it. Well, let's go to level 1 then.
The Marmonts turned innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods? No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
Sublevel 1.
Ah, you fucking bastard! Jules Marmont killed my team. He was taken by the Shadow.
Damn it.
I should get that gun while I'm up here.
Show out the gun that the locked room. Damn, her whole team is dead now. Oh shit. house. Where we're going?
How do I get in the room with that gun?
I gotta open that. I gotta switch the door panels to get to that room. No? Oh shit. Ah! Let's save it first. What the hell's going on here? Connected to the culturally altered world event, encounter shattered individuals. Jules Marmont is shaded. You mean taken? Just great. Just great. I gotta activate that switch. Oh, it's right here.
Very scientific. I mean, who came up with that? Shadow. Comes to my lab and treats me like some kind of assistant. Un putain d'assistant? Moi? I run the lake house. This is my facility. Mine! He cannot just walk in here for 1 week, make some speeches and then fly back to New York. Espèce de crétin! Prétentieux! The jackass thinks he's a fucking rock star! And he made fun of the name. Oh, the shadow. The shadow is good. It's evocative. He is just a jealous, spoiled little child. And I will make it so everyone can see this. I will make it so no one even remembers his name! Tous ces imbéciles là, hein? They all think I am a pencil pusher. They think I do not have the mind for such work. Eh bien, ils verront. Ils verront! I will take what they think is possible. But I will break it.
Yeah. He is pissed. He hates Dr. Darling. Let's see. Oh shit. Ah. Here we go. Woo! get that gun.
Okay, this should get me down to sublevel 5. And this should get me past any other problems.
Charge the black rock launcher by holding down right trigger. Charge the shots to go further and deal more damage. Got it. Quick shot. Quick slot. Got it. Progress update number 5. Got the fire mechanism working. It's throwing the test projectiles a good distance. Turned down and pretty nicely. The fittings between the grenade launcher and custom components are a bit loose. No proper length here, but it at least works. Now I need some actual black rock for the test. I know there's some on sublevel 5, but the activated inventory supervisor doesn't get access to that floor. Next step, source black rock. So he's trying to get. This is what he was trying to get the black rock to test this guy.
Okay, black rock powder. Need to keep an eye out for more of these.
Oh hell yeah, I sure do. Alright. There's a computer desk here too. Another person leaving their password on the sticky note. 02111219. Jules Marmont to staff. Hello, to celebrate the arrival of fall, I bought a variety of seasonal pies from the local diner you all seem to love so much. Despite the ridiculous, blah 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 blah. See you all there, got it. To the Kingston, to the staff. A gentle reminder, no allergies or serious health issues. Okay, read this also. Attention, missing black rock. Read this also. Reassignment. Jules Marmont to Key Livingston. Hello, Carla. Oh, this is when they got rid of Carla. I decided to reassign you from Project Rhamnus to the Inventory Management. Your title will be changed from Senior Research to Acting Inventory Supervisor, effective immediately. You may find this change sudden, but I have no doubt someone with a nut allergy like yourself will prefer to work alone in the inventory booth than out in the open where your dangerous pies may be waiting to hurt you. Perhaps some hard work will keep you from making any more unfound HR complaints. Regards, Jules. So he did that on purpose. He knew people had allergy nut things. He went and got the pies, and he went and got her out of there. Smart Jules, man. He's willing to throw everything that Dr. Donnelly has put together. He's willing to destroy everything. He wants power and everything. He's a power hungry guy. If he's willing to upstage his own wife, what do you think he'll do to the rest of the FBC? That just goes to show you how sick he really is. Okay, then what's this say?
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. The contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly entangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for a release.
So this was the page that Nina was reading, and I guess maybe Jules didn't want to give back to her about how their marriage was destroying the entire fabric of the lake house, along with Rudolf Lane's anger. So the lake house is being built on anger, the energy there, and the dark place will definitely feed on that. Alright, it's all starting to make sense now. So now I can unlock this door. Get to this side. If I remember correctly...
Bingo. That keycard's gonna get me to sublevel 5.
Progress update number 6. Unfortunately, Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On the unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office, plus the black rock, blah 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 blah. So this person was fucking with a... Okay. Got it. So on the map here, I have clearance 3. What else? That's about it, I guess. So where can we go? Should we go back to level... We should go to... Let's go to level 3, because we went there the first time. Which was the chamber with the typewriters. Let's go there. Alright, here we go. Oh shit. I gotta open that door. Oh shit. Let's save it first. Save it right here. Alright. I gotta switch the pedal back. Just make it through. Oh. Alright. Oh, and I could go to 4 or 5, but I'm gonna go to 3 first.
The shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Sublevel 3.
Alright. Oh shit, there's paintings on the wall here.
Finally! Something works on these bastards!
Hell yeah. Come on. Hell yeah. Let's check out this gun. Looks pretty crazy. Look at this gun. FPC looking gun. It shoots out black rock pellets. How cool is that? And it killed these paintings. Creatures, whatever the hell they are. That's also cool. Okay, we're going back here. Everything should be the same. I gotta go into this room that was. Oh shit! This guy right. I almost got caught by him. No? Okay. Just gonna walk past you. Oh.
There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolf Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand.
There you have it. And it's like he's saying, the art's not becoming art because everybody's frustrated, everybody's angry, and they're just doing what they're told. Rupert Lane's doing what he's told. So no art's being created here. So they're not getting anywhere because of all the hostility. He doesn't want to paint anymore. And they can't force him. Okay, I'm gonna save it right here. Now let's go open up those, ooh! Okay, recharges, thank you. I'm gonna go open up that door now that was locked. There's, where am I? There's 2 doors I gotta unlock here. So I can get out of here. And I'll be done with that whole floor. Alright, let's do it. That thing is still alive. Okay, what's in here? Manuscript page?
Water dripped from the ceiling as Diana stared at the folders stacked on her workstation. Each one was a branch of research. Drip. Some were thin, some thick. They represented years of her life, her work, dissecting the act of creation and examining the bloody pieces. Bringing in live subjects had been her idea. Drip. Bureau leadership denied their request. But after HQ went into lockdown, she took advantage of the chaos and got her artists. Jules had whined about the optics. Diana ignored him. Now in her office below the waterline of Cauldron Lake, she considered how to proceed. Jules was convinced the page they had found would come true. It promised disaster. A situation out of control. Impossible. Diana was always in control. Drip. Drip. She needed answers. She needed to quantify, to define, to control.
Makes sense, like she always wants to be in control. of her own destiny. She does not want to hear that Wake has written her whole life out. She refuses to be characters in the story, just like Saga refused to accept it, or the FBI agent Alex Casey refused to accept that he was in a freaking book. So yeah, she was the one pushing forward to keep going with Wake's writings, and Jules was scared of it and wanted nothing to do with it, but she kept going. At the same time, the drip part was the whole foundation of the lake house about to come crumbling down when the threshold opens. She was running on borrowed time and she knew it. Okay. Let's keep looking around. Actually, 1 second. Be right back. Okay, I'm back from the break. So we read that manuscript page. I guess there's nothing else in here.
Water drip from the ceiling is done.
Let's go open the other door now. Typewriter. It's just the typewriters. It's like, what the hell's that sound? Then I remembered. It's just the typewriters. Alright, let's open this door now.
Jules' team has found new pages written by Wake. He must have gotten Rudolf Lane painting again. His bullshit pedestrian methodology cannot produce results before mine. I have to go faster, no matter the cost. We're still behind our projections. The more the machines can produce, the closer we can calibrate them to Wake's style. But proper calibration takes a lot of raw material, and production is slow. No. We're changing directions. The hypothesis remains unchanged. Imitating Wake's writing style will allow us to generate art capable of linking with the threshold. Our live subject should match Wake's style much faster. People can be calibrated just like a machine. You simply have to push the right buttons.
He's talking about Ed Booker. He's gonna try to push his limits. We all saw what they did to Rudolph Lane. Drove him crazy. $14. Science fact of the day. Oh, I can't walk. Hang on. There we go. Science fact of the day. Though most famous for acting, Hedy Lamarr also invented in her free time. She patented a frequency hoping device for torpedo guided systems at the age of 38. That's pretty cool. Learn something new every day. Okay, what's this say? To use art with power, the shadow, we must first define art. Thesis. Does a critique define what is art? Where do we find critics? Kidnap or lure in critics? Lure in critics. Or the audience? Are we the audience? Must we like the art? What is the role of an artist? Who is an artist? If you believe you are an artist, are you one? Do you need to be good? Does quality matter? These are all great questions. Define an artist. A drug-using bum? Often wears turtlenecks and drinks red wine? Left-wing political views? Danger if left-wing politics made real by the shadow? Any right-wing artists? Not for abstract art or poems. Oh, they're really trying to find what defines an artist here. Alright. Is that all we find here? I think so. Okay. I think we got everything here. Alright, time to head back. Let's save it. We'll go with this one. Gotta watch out for this thing right here. Oh, there's one right there too, damn it. Oh, there's one right there. Let's see, what do we got here? I think we opened those. And we're good, I guess. Just keep going. Let's go to floor 2.
Sublevel 2.
I hear something. I don't like that sound. There should be just this locked door right here. Let's get into it. Right here.
Lane was found dead in his cell this morning.
Uh-oh.
It's an unfortunate setback. But when a door is closed, a window is opened. I believe that's the saying. Lane may be gone, but he left us with a goodbye present. A final piece of art. This piece is different. It's raw emotion, pure truth. He put everything he had into this one. Literally. Every reading we take is off the charts. This is what we have been waiting for. It is the key. I will achieve what no one has before me. Not darling, that arrogant shit. Not my selfish harpy or the wife.
So, we have a painter and a painting that can talk. Clearly connected. But Lane was dead before any of this even happened.
I never needed any of them. The fools will finally see me for the genius I am.
Wow. Oh shit! Jeez. So Lane's dead. Now we know what the bloody wall was. It was him. He smashed himself into the freaking wall, and they took that concrete wall. That was his final art. His pure rage and anger. And Marmot, Jules does not give a damn. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, nothing inside of it? Come on. Okay, I gotta get into this door, but this thing right here is scaring me. Interview room, okay. What's in here? From Dr. Jules Marmot to Project Rhamnus staff. Subject of Project Artemis. He was talking about his wife's project. As head of research of the lake house, it is important that I am informed all of proceedings at this facility. Since the other Marmot is failing to provide me with the details about her team's progress, I ask that you seek information from her members of team. Although he's trying to spy on her team. Anyone who comes to me with details on Project Artemis' current progress will be rewarded. Regards, Dr. Jules Marmot. Alright, the game is set and matched. Wait, can I go to the tape recorder or no? Guess not. Alright. Does this have anything of significance on it? No, it's unlegible. Okay. Let's keep going. Where do we go next? Let's go to level 4 now. A final painting is used and experimented on sublevel 5. Alright. we gotta go to level 5 now. It's just what we have to do. But let's go to 4 first, because 4 has not been explored. The hell's that sound, man? Elevator's gone. Let's talk to Ed Booker real quick before we leave. See if he says anything. Nope. Nothing. Still just riding away like nothing's going on. Like everything's fine and dandy in his head. Okay, on to level 4.
Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolf Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shape of a man!
I think you are, or were, Rudolf Lane.
Himself! A self-portrait! Make them see!
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush! Just himself!